Britons believe far-right groups a greater threat to society than Islamist extremism, poll says.
Here's a summary of the article.
The British public now sees far-right groups as a greater threat to public order than Islamist extremists, a new poll has revealed. Some 33% named far-right groups or organizations as the biggest threat to community cohesion and public order, up from 28% when the same question was asked in February. Over the same period, the proportion naming Islamist extremist groups as the biggest threat declined by 35% to 28%. Concern about the far right was greatest among communities who feel under threat from such organizations, with 57% of Jewish respondents and 62% of Muslims naming them as the biggest worry. Just 3% of people who regard Robinson, real name Stephen Yaxley Lennon, favorably, and 18% of those who voted Conservative in 2017 consider the far right the greatest threat. A huge 44% agreed Islam poses a threat to Western civilization, 31% thought Islam poses a threat to the British way of life, and 35% believed there are no-go zones in Britain where Sharia law dominates and non-Muslims cannot enter. Numbers who saw far-left groups as the biggest threat fell from 10% to 8% since February.
This post received a score of 30,638, with an upvote ratio of 78%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Nothing to do with the news, but I opened the link without an ad blocker, and that page makes 1300 HTTP requests and downloads 48 megabytes of data. The amount of ads, tracking and bad coding is getting ridiculous.
Do you use an ad blocker on Android? If so, which one? Edit. It seems I'm the only one here without an ad blocker. What have I been doing with my life? Edit 2. My phone is like a fucking vibrator. Please let me sleep.
Firefox Android app, uBlock Origin add-on. Completely changes your browsing experience.
To NDED. Firefox with uBlock Origin add-on is a game changer. You can watch porn on a mobile again.
Oh, this should be a fun thread.
Well, actually Islamic extremists are actually far right themselves. Checkmate libs.
Islamic extremists are the far right of Islamic societies. Is that supposed to be a controversial opinion?
Some conservatives become extremely irate when you suggest they have something in common with conservative Muslims.
I will never forget this photo. When a woman posted a picture of herself holding up a gun and the Bible, standing in front of a flag on the internet. People were like, hey, that looks familiar, and then the right, Fox News, spent like a week trying to explain how it's absolutely not the same. Definitely not two sides of the same coin. Y'all Qaeda.
Jihadists.
Yokul Haram.
Vanilla ISIS. Talibanjo.
Any type of extremist group should be feared and fought against. I don't care what book or belief system they're hiding behind. Edit. Well, this is fun.
That sounds extremist.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Which is itself an absolute statement.
Ironic.
Literally 1 week ago I just found out that the same actor played Palpatine in the original and prequel trilogies. I always thought it was just some good casting plus makeup.
In a poll only we are allowed to see. Yeah, super trustworthy.
It's the indie. It's a complete rag. Their print operation went the way of the dodo and they are online only and are like the left-wing equivalent of Fox in the UK.
I'm not American and don't watch news, so the equivalency is kinda lost, but I get it.
It's highly partisan and clickbait nonsense intended to drive high amounts of traffic from the Millennium segment and then chuck shit loads of adverts at them. My pie hole glows white if I accidentally stray onto that site. So many ads and trackers.
Those Islamic extremists are actually far right themselves.
I doubt that's what they're thinking of though.
No, but there are distinct similarities between the two, both are cunts.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.